All right, well, we are here. Curate podcast season 2.
Yes.
I got my dog. Before I introduce him, I want to say thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to our pages, Instagram, all that good stuff. And shouts out to Narrative Coffee for being one of our sponsors. We don't have any coffee today with them, but I've been drinking their coffee all day. I feel energized and shit.
Hell yeah.
So, but without further ado, man, I think we've been trying to get this interview in for a little bit.
Yeah, a little while.
For a little bit, and
finally happened.
Finally, we're here. But I got a long-running artist. I think the first time I met you was at a pay-up show, which we'll talk about. But we got the homie Kid Kwest.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. We got some of Dead Link with us right here in the
yeah,
background
gang.
and stuff.
Click, click, click.
But dude, man, there's so much to talk about. But I want to keep it in a good time of it. So we'll talk to some stuff. But
Yeah.
bro, are you from here originally? Where the fuck are you from, bro?
Dude, I'm a 6th generation Estero, Florida
So
native.
You are.
Like, I'm from here,
Yeah.
bro. I'm from here, like.
Real talk. You are from.
Yeah, my family's from here. I'm from here.
That's crazy. So, and I think like you can tell in just how much you put on for the city.
Yeah,
and
how
the
much I
things
care.
You've done. You care.
I probably wouldn't care if I wasn't from here.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
the way I am.
for sure. And I'm from New York, and coming kind of parachuting in, and just seeing people like you who whether it's events in the past or just music and how much you care about the scene. So it's dope.
Yeah.
Were you in Fort Myers? Like where like middle school, high school you go to?
Middle school was in like Estero, San Carlos. Like I went to 3 Oaks.
Okay.
Middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
High school I went to Cypress and South for a little bit.
Bet.
But I went to Cypress most of it.
When you start rapping, when you start making music, because who knows if you started rapping first? Like when you start making music, like
yeah, I started rapping first. I mean, I was rapping for like a couple years where I don't want to say I didn't care, but it was just like for fun type shit because like some of my homeboys got me into it. I didn't like when I was a little kid, like when I was in middle school even. I liked rap. Like, it was what I listened to most of the time, but I didn't rap. And I didn't think, like, oh, I'll be a rapper one day. Like, that's not what I thought I'd be doing. But some of my homeboys, because they knew I listened to a lot of rap and stuff, they're like, yo, we're starting a rap group. You got to rap with us. I'm like, bro, I don't rap. They're like, no, we're all rapping. You got to rap.
What was the first rap group that you were in? Were you in a rap group?
Oh, shit, bro. We called that shit GMS.
GMS.
Man, that's crazy. You know what? I low-key, like, some people that's part of MBK was part of that.
Oh, word?
Yeah, like we really came up, like, yeah, bro. Like some old
What is it?
shit,
What did it stand for? What is the? I want to know because it's always 3. Every rap group when you're young always has 3 letters, and it always means some wild shit. So I
it was the Get Money Squad.
Get Money Squad. I knew it had to do with money too.
Yeah, man.
It's always money and something.
We wasn't getting no
girls and money and
Get Money
shit.
Squad.
GMS,
man.
Okay. All right,
but the Great Mind Society. We had a few. We had a few names, yeah.
I like that.
You know what
Double
I mean?
entendre there.
Yeah.
So, who were some of your like early like favorite rappers and shit that you like emulated?
Outkast, Dungeon Family, and that's one of the reasons why they're still to this day my favorite is because like G Shit, the first album I ever bought was Speaker Box. And The Love Below. Like I bought that like with Christmas money.
Which one's better?
What? It's the same album. It's good. You gotta listen to both of them. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Love Below all day.
No, it's me. Okay, but see, here's the problem. Is yes, Love Below is incredible. Like it is groundbreaking. But like, if Speaker Box was a solo album, imagine if Outkast didn't exist and that was Big Boy's first album. Who the fuck's first album would sound like that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I feel like it just gets so overshadowed by how crazy Love Below is. It's like, oh yeah, that's cool too. But like,
you have a big South.
Big Boy's my favorite. Big Boy's my favorite rapper.
Word?
That's my favorite rapper.
Shouts out to Big.
Since I was a kid.
I feel like Big Boy never gets that because of Andre. Like,
exactly.
I feel like he never gets that.
Exactly, man.
Okay, so you have like this big Southern influence that.
Absolutely, yeah. It was dirty South shit that I really. I mean, I fuck with New York and West Coast shit, but like, it was really dirty South shit.
Okay, so. What were some of like your first like early? Because I'm sure you made a lot of music. What were some of like your first early projects and shit you put out? Were you always Kid Kwest?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he wasn't always Kid.
As far as I remember.
Yeah, I feel like
I've been Kid
another
Kwest
rap
for a long
name.
time. I had another name at first, but it was for like
it was
like a couple weeks. And
Lil
I was like, I
something?
can't. Nah.
Young?
It was moniker.
Okay.
But it's so lazy because it's just
Lazy ass nigga.
the moniker means a
name
nickname.
that you go, you lazy ass.
It was like, nah, I can't. So I literally had it for like a few weeks. It was like when they were like, bro, you gotta rap. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll be moniker.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I can't. If I'm gonna actually put up some shit, I can't.
Okay, so I met you around, I'm trying to timeline it.
2012 or 2013.
It was a pay up show.
Yeah.
And you were like, and I was just like, yo, anyone know the words of this shit? And you he put the mic to you and you fucking rapped the whole fucking Andres or pay up
Yeah, I
song.
fucked with Pab Heavy.
Yeah, and I was a fan. I was a fan
Yeah.
of, when we talked about it online a little bit, like I was the original fan of this pay up. My
Yeah.
brother was rocking with them. And
Right,
I was
right,
a fan.
Shouts to him.
Yeah. And so like, seeing that, like, what's your connection with them, like with pay up? Were you just like someone that...
Just a fan, literally.
Yeah.
Like I was like, my sister, I believe, was like friends with Jay.
Okay.
Was friends with Mouth.
Yeah.
And I remember this was maybe 2011, dude. We went to Andre was performing in Edison Mall at Agro where Rod was working. Like in that,
God,
like,
and Agro,
and
yeah,
I was
shouts
just
out
wondering.
Agro.
My sister was like, "Oh, you want to go?" Like, you know, because I was like, "Hell yeah!" And that was maybe one of the first like local rap performances I saw. To be real.
Oh, okay.
And like there, I met Jay. Man, I was just like, "Yo, this is really cool that this is happening." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't even tell them I rapped at that time.
Damn.
You know, because I was so like, you know what I mean, low
sure.
key about that shit. But
So you're doing stuff with Payab. Are you making music at the time you're hanging around them?
yeah, I
like,
was
around that
making
time?
music, not with them, but like,
Okay. Just making your
doing
own.
my own thing.
So all right, so let's talk about it. We're talking about Payab. That's a little rap group over there. When did Deadlink come about? Is that like later Kid
Yeah,
Kwest?
that's
or-
way later.
That's way later.
Deadlink is like my newest.
New shit.
You know what I mean?
So tell me about early Kid Kwest. What type of music were you making? Like
Garbage.
Just
Just trash.
Yeah, why so? Why?
Because I didn't know what I was doing.
You feel like you know what you're doing now?
Yeah.
So now as far as the music that you're making, I know I kind of came onto your music maybe like I want to say 3 years ago, right? Like
Yeah.
like lightly,
Yeah.
right?
That's when I really started taking it serious. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What made you take it serious? What made what was the transition?
I mean, to be real, like, because like I said, I originally just like kind of got thrown into it because all my homeboys was trying to do it. You know what I mean? But it was crazy because I don't know, bro. I just once they got me into it, I just kind of like it was all I would think about. Even when I was garbage, it was all I would think about. You know what I mean? And I couldn't stop, bro. Like I had to keep at it until I could be good. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't quit just being like, yeah, I was trash, so I stopped.
Do you get mad at?
I was too proud.
Do you get mad at the way the come up is now with rappers just like literally like coming up overnight? Like
I don't get mad at their come up. I do sometimes, like I don't know, like I feel like sometimes the fans just eat that shit up, and that's kind of whack. But I'm not mad at someone for being successful. Like.
Yeah, you can't like hate, be mad. I mean, it's like it would be nice if that happened to you. Like
yeah, but but to be real, also because like I said, bro, I used to think I was garbage. Like now I know what I'm doing, but like back in the day, like blowing up overnight, that concept literally would terrify me. Yeah. Could you imagine like, hey, suddenly everyone's paying attention and fuck, I'm not ready.
Not ready.
Well, like now I feel like I'm more ready. Like
ready.
if some shit popped off, like okay, I could capitalize on it, but like.
I always tell artists, and I'm not an expert in the music industry by no means, but I always say like, you might not want to blow up today, like, cause look at artists that blow up and they don't have the catalog to back it up.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, but we were talking off camera a little bit about the music industry, and it seems like you're pretty in tune with where it is now. It seems like the come up is a little bit different now. The come up is
it's way
even
different.
if it's overnight, whether it's overnight or not, it seems like you're coming up on everything but the music. You're coming up on the image and the wild shit on Instagram and
hip hop's going through its like hair metal phase.
Yeah.
Like when rock in the 80s was
like
just
that.
all about like literally the glam. Like it was about like the crazy hair, the makeup, or the live performance. But the music was kind of like, this is trash.
You don't feel like that's how hip hop has always been about the image, or you feel like it's now?
No,
it's like
because the
hyper?
image is different, dude. The image used to be 50 Cent. Right, you know, you get what I'm saying? That used to be the image of hip hop. I really feel like, I mean, some old people, they still think like, they'll still look, oh, you're a rapper? No, you don't look like Tupac. And it's like, all right, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's crazy because I feel like the way you think of rappers nowadays is not, you almost don't, you know what I mean?
No,
it's like,
you don't. It's a completely different thing. Okay, so I feel like with you and locally, you've been like pretty influential over time in like the local scene here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
How did that happen? Like going from being an artist to cultivating stuff around here. How's that been?
It's been fun, man. I feel like I almost have more fun doing it because, like, at the end of the day, man, probably more than most other artists will admit, or maybe more than most other artists are, like, I'm still a fan of, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
like,
you can
I
see that.
still,
Yeah.
like other people's music. I'm not just like, oh, I'm the
Who are you
fucking
fan
best.
of? Who are you big fans of? Obviously, Deadly.
Oh, bro, yeah. Shouts out everyone in Deadly. I mean, everybody, bro. Like I don't. I don't even want to name names because I'm gonna leave people out.
Yeah.
Like,
Welcome to my world, motherfucker. yeah, leaving niggas out all day, every day. By accident. So you're a fan, obviously, and so so I know you were doing like Throw Thursdays. Were you doing were you doing anything before that, like event wise?
I mean, we was doing like house shows and shit. Like we would, like, you know what I mean, throw little just shows with our boys, you know what I mean, perform at parties and shit. It would be funny because we would just like sometimes promote this shit just as a party.
And then all of a sudden, and we got performances in there.
Exactly.
That's actually smart. That's actually a good vibe. That's,
man.
It's still a party, you know. It's still,
yeah, exactly.
Have you done like? All right, so you've done some big shows in Florida.
Yeah.
All right? So I want to talk about that, but what's the Florida landscape look like?
Man, shout out to Florida, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just such a fan of Florida. That's the other thing, bro. It's like, I really do this shit for Florida. Like I said, I'm like a native from Florida. I'm just a fan of.
Do you think
Florida
Kodak is really the king of Florida?
No. No disrespect to Kodak. Fuck, man. Oh no, I said it on camera. I mean, that's not how I feel.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even feel like that's that crazy. I mean, he's still young. He's still like iceberg.
Do you feel like Florida is the new Atlanta or new?
Yeah. But it has been like it's fine that people are still talking about Florida, but I hate that the conversation is like Florida's up next. It's like, how has Florida been up next for the past 4 years?
10 biggest rappers
we are talking about it right now. We're talking about it right now. Like it's not up next. It is like right now. Like it has been like, bro, Raider Clan was like 2012. Like fucking like. Come on, bro.
Who are you saying some of your favorite movements? You know.
I mean, shouts to Raider. Like honestly, like probably my biggest like influences is like the best way to cover it is like Dungeon Family and Raider Clan. Just like like just everything that falls under those umbrellas, like just.
Damn.
That's really what I fuck with.
That shows you how much you highly think of Raider Clan, man.
That's true. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like it was just cool to like. Really like just see it, you know what I mean? And then like I didn't know them, but like just seeing their shit and just like all the rappers from Florida before, not dissing them because I fuck with Plies, I fuck with Ace Hood, I fuck with Ice, or whoever, you know what I mean? Rick Ross, Gunplay, but like that was the first time where it was like some young kids in the neighborhood type shit, like, and it was just like, oh shit, like I almost feel like this is what me and my homeboys be doing, you know what I mean? And it was just like a different kind of motivation, like, oh fuck, we can really do this. Like,
you think Deadlink's gonna get to that place with? Cause you guys got like what, 12? You said 12?
Yeah, we kind of deep, man. Yeah, we got like, I want to say 12 people, 12, 13.
That's fine.
But see, the other thing is like I said, I'm so influenced by Dungeon Family, Raider Clan, those big, just like, because to me it's more just about just kind of being like a family or a wave, you know what I mean?
For
like
sure.
I know that I can't, not saying I don't believe in myself or have confidence, but I can't just leave as big of a mark as like a bunch of people
dude,
could
yo,
make. You know what I mean? Like
sure.
that's just facts. Like
you're only if it's by yourself, you're only as strong as you. Like
exactly, and that's really what I care about. I don't care about I don't care about like being the star of the show or being famous. I care about like just pushing a wave forward. You know what I mean? Like
that's dope, man. That's dope. So you did a show with was it Key? Mm-hmm. Who was on?
We did a little three city tour.
That's fire, bro. Yeah. That's big. That's big, man.
It's
cool.
a mini tour. So
that's cool.
It's
how did that work out? How did that work out?
Just money. We just paid people money. That's just the truth.
Where's Key? Is Key doing big thing? Where did you say he's at in his career? Is he
Key?
Yeah.
Shouts to Key. I mean, I don't know. He seems like he's eating. He's doing good.
How was it? Did you guys like interact on tour together at all, or was it just like, hey?
Not really, because it's not like we was like all in the same bus or nothing.
You just pull up.
We were same hotels, but I mean, I talked to him at a couple of the shows. You know, he was a cool guy.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Who else have you done shows on any other like big Florida names?
Let's see, man. I opened for a lot. I opened for Rel. I opened for Nell. I opened for Ski Mask.
So how was I know you did Rolling Loud.
I did Rolling Loud.
What was that like? That was like a while. That was like 4 years ago, right?
That was 2 years ago.
3 years ago? 3?
Two,
I don't know. 2? Shit. Time flies, dude.
Damn, but yeah, I've been doing this shit for a minute. But yeah, I did the 2016 Rolling Loud.
How was that? What was that experience like?
That was cool, man. That was cool. I was getting ready to go on stage, and these two kids came up to me, and it's like, yo, is this the stage to perform? And I was kind of ignoring them, you know. I was like getting my song, I was like, whatever. My dog Angel, he was there next to me, and he was like, yeah, my dog's about to perform. And then I kind of looked up, and I was like, yeah, I'm about to perform. You know what I mean? And like, I kind of saw them. I felt, you know what I mean? I felt bad afterwards, because then as soon as I walked away, some kids come to me, hey, what did Smoke Perp just say to you? And I was like, who?
Oh, Smoke Perp.
Bro, Smoke Perp and Lil Pump, bro. Like, so it was just kind of crazy, but, and I knew who they, like, I'd known of their music, but I didn't know what they looked like at the time. I was just like, who are these kids coming up to me, yo?
Damn, so I thought, to be honest, I thought Lil Pump literally just started rapping, like, yesterday or something.
Oh, no, man.
So he's been working.
Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to him, but
yeah,
I've been seeing his name around.
Is it weird that Florida, this is like, I know, like, right now, all the bigger Florida rappers have gotten their name off of, like, this certain sound, it feels like. But I feel like there's more layers to Florida than just,
Absolutely.
you know.
See, and that's why I say I'm not mad at the come up. I'm not mad that a Smoke Perp or a Lil Pump came up. But it feels a little weird when the fans think that's what Florida is.
Right.
And it's just like, oh, man. Like, that's a part of it for sure. You know, shouts to them. But, like, that's a part of it. But it's like, I don't know, man. It's great. Bro, fucking T-Pain's from Florida, bro.
Yeah.
You know
Exactly.
Like, fucking, bro, Trick Daddy, bro, fucking Poison Clan, fucking, bro, shit goes back. Trina. fucking. Shit goes back. And then you
Uncle
got all
Luke,
the Raider
fucking
clan,
everything.
bro.
Fuck it.
Yeah, 2 Live Crew. Oh, that's crazy. 2 Live Crew is probably the first Florida group I knew. Like, I listened to them as a kid, like, because my parents, they didn't listen to no hip-hop.
No.
They really didn't. But I got into it all on my own. I mean, my sister put me onto some shit. But then from there, 2 Live Crew was the one thing that my parents did put me on that was hip hop.
Damn.
Because
they were kind of mainstream.
They
right?
they were definitely mainstream. But they had an album that got banned. Yeah, and that was very controversial. And my dad, my dad didn't fuck with that they were banning music. So he went and bought it just out of spite.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, cause he didn't really listen to hip hop, but like, and he showed me that shit. I was like, this is the only hip hop.
So let's talk about your music a little bit. I kind of jumped back on the local scene as far as paying attention to all the music. Mm-hmm. Probably like really early last year as far as like really digging and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing I really kind of jumped back on with you on was like Fruit.
Yeah.
And then Level Up was kind of when I remember I was in LA with my brother. And I was just like we were gonna do like our first New Music Friday playlist. Yeah,
right.
And I'm looking through, and I'm like, yo, this shit's fire. Like my brother's like, yo, what the fuck is that? I'm like, yo, yeah. So I was actually at his house in LA, and we were vibing with it. But I want to talk about the transition, obviously from what was the last project you put out before this last one? Did you have you have a project, or was it a Deadlink shit?
I mean, it's kind of weird because I don't know, bro. Like, I guess my first big project before Love Games was Poison.
Okay.
That's what Fruit was off of.
That's what Fruit was. Yeah.
But then I also had a little like 3-track EP with Lukewarm though from Deadlink called Careless.
Shouts out. He's kind of alright. That dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
He's a weirdo, but and then we did a Deadlink project around the time we did a Halloween show called House of the Dead.
House of the Dead for sure. And so I want to talk about the transition from, because you did a show with us.
Yeah, that shit was live.
Yeah, thanks for doing that, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, it was a great time. So
that
you did a show with us.
It was a good crowd.
And Andre performed, Wonder Why, Chris Catlin, Chillmaster Lil. It was flames. Cool kid, obviously.
Oh, that was the first time me and Andre ever performed
together.
Hey,
I'm glad I could make that happen.
Legendary shit.
And I remember I was really drunk that night.
Yeah, you were.
But I remember you said it the next day or something, the next week. You were like, your face when you heard my new music was.
Bro, you look, bro. You didn't comprehend, bro. Like it was dope. Like you was front row, but you was like, you was confused. You, I don't what.
Well, all right.
Because I never made some shit like that, really.
Yeah, I think that's probably the reaction that everybody has.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You have to adjust the palate.
Yeah, you weren't the only one. But it was just great because you was so drunk because you was turning up to my shit, and then like the next song was real slow, and you was like, what? I don't.
Yeah. Well, what made that? What was the transition? Like, what made you transition to the sound that you have on Love Games?
Really, all those songs just came real natural. Yeah. Like they really kind of just made themselves like. And then it I don't know, it just made sense. Like that's really what I do. I just make what I feel. I don't go in like, all right, I gotta play this character. It's like, nah, man. However I feel, like that's what you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just whatever feels right.
And so I want to talk about, because I feel like it might maybe had influence on it. I want to talk about Lil Peep and his passing.
Oh man. He definitely influenced the last.
Yeah,
project.
I could tell. And
shouts to Lil Derek, he produced it.
So what was that? What did his death? How did that have an effect on you? Even before his life.
That was crazy because I listened to a lot of underground music. He was really kind of, part of like the wave of shit that really I'm in tune with. And it was crazy because that's really one of the first real big deaths from like a rapper in that scene. You know what I mean? Like, and it was crazy because he was finna be big, So? And oh yeah. I mean, he was already big.
Yeah, he was.
But he was gonna be real big.
For sure,
he was gonna be real big. Like, and that's no bullshit. I'm not saying that just because he died. Like, it was for real. Like, about to happen. Like, it was crazy, man. Like, I mean, shit, bro. I have crybaby type. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. His shit really, it's just crazy. Like, and you can ask even my homeboys, like, back in the day, like, I would say, like, out of all these new guys, cause I listen to a lot of people, like, he was one of the people that I was like, yo, but his shit is really, like, on another, like, it's another level from, like, the other shit, like.
Shit.
Yeah,
so
man. He was a very talented kid.
What do you think about the drug use going on in the industry as far as the Xans and the the lean? Like, do you feel like? I mean, what's your perception on it? I mean, because obviously now everybody's like, not everybody, but a lot of people are like, man, Xans are bad, lean's bad, don't do that shit. But it still seems like everyone's still doing it. Like, it's like. But and it seems like that's what makes a lot of people creative in this at the same time. So, like, how do you balance? I mean, what's your perception? Whether or not you have to talk about if you use or not.
I mean, that's such a nuanced thing, bro.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
It's just like I can't tell people go do drugs. I'm not. That's you know what I mean. But at the same time, I'm not like. I don't know. And I'm not gonna say I can't say don't do drugs, but. At the end of the day, man, fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
coffee.
It doesn't make you. It doesn't make you a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And yeah, you should help your friends. Stay off it, but you shouldn't like. I don't know, man. And the way I feel is like, I think a lot of people don't listen. They just hear like the tone.
Huh.
They hear the tone of shit. Like they might hear some Future songs. And because it sounds hype, and the beat sounds
they're
hype,
not listening
they're
to that
like,
shit.
they're like, oh, hey, you know, and that's cool because that's kind of what it's designed for. But like, it doesn't mean because he be talking about drug use that is ignorant. Like, he's really talking about like his pain and his struggles.
Even
and,
though
like,
I think Travis Scott's still better than Future, I do think that when like Codeine Crazy, shit like that, where like Future's, you know, even some turn up songs, man, like
yeah, man.
Future's saying some shit, you
Yeah,
know.
man. And I mean,
like
I came up on Lil Wayne, bro. I feel like Dying was like my MySpace fucking song. But I didn't even do drugs. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. It's
hard. It's definitely
it's a part of life, bro.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Like, we can't just say don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, and just like, I don't know. Like, there's a bigger problem to address, and that's why are people needing these drugs?
That's a good point. It's mental health.
You know what I mean?
For
like,
sure.
and not just like yes, mental health, but like just the society we live in. You know what I mean? Why do we need that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why? Yeah. Well, that's a good point, man.
And everybody, you can't make people feel bad for. You
can't judge people without hearing their story and figuring out all that shit. So you have this dude. I want to talk about Deadlink a little bit. Who's in Deadlink? Goddammit, because
Kid Kwest, like, OG Baby, Ainsley, Coda Commander, DJ Dre, Vlad Gordon, Fubu Soldier, Luke Warmdo. Who the fuck I forgot? Tyler. Damn, someone's gonna get mad. Who am I forgetting? Elijah 2K.
Elijah 2K.
You
better not leave nobody out.
Jeff is Deadlink.
Oh yeah, Jeff's Deadlink. Fuck, bro. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think.
Hold on, who's in there?
I think you had 10. I think I heard 10. You have a project I just put out like late last year, right?
Yeah, House of the Dead. That shit was doing good, man. Shouts to everyone that listened to that shit.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I got anything coming up? Like any new shit coming out? Who's dropping projects? Let's talk about some projects and shit. Who's dropping music? He wants to make sure.
Oh no, I got everyone. All right, thank God. Fuck, bro.
Yeah. So who's dropping shit? Like, is there projects coming out with anybody?
All right. Well, by the time this is dropped, The Art of Finesse by Vlad Gordon is gonna already be out and famous. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be.
Yeah.
Astronomical, but OG Baby is sitting on like 12 albums right now.
Fucking God.
You know what I mean? He has a whole discography. You know what I mean?
Drop that shit all at once. I'm gonna drop it all at once.
Right, OG Baby got shit coming. I know Ainsley's working on some shit. Elijah stage dropping shit.
Yeah, he does.
I got a project. I mean, depending on when this drop, I'm working on some new shit. I'm working on. I already dropped Love Games this year. And that was like a little 3-track EP. And I'm going to probably keep doing... I want to do 3 or 4 smaller projects. You know what I mean? Like, I promise I'm going to stick with it. I already got like, my next few shits planned, like, so...
Damn, bro. I fuck with it, bro. I fuck with
everything
y'all doing.
Yeah, man. Fuck it. I'll give y'all the exclusive.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we got a Deadlink, another Deadlink project is coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a mix. It's like a Deadlink project, so.
Yeah, that was interesting. Why'd you guys release it like that? As a one...
I wanted to showcase everyone on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone is their own artist. I didn't want just like a bunch of posse cuts and like where like a group like that. Like I wanted it to be like, yo, everyone is like, everyone brings their own flavor. Everyone can hold their own. You know what I mean? And just like, it was almost like a little sampler. You know what I mean?
Like
just like you listen to the mix and you get a little taste of, we had Deadlink producers, all Deadlink artists, like Deadlink artwork, you know what I mean? So
that's fire. That's fire, man. So I mean, I know you obviously got a lot of stuff happening, a lot of moving parts, a lot of stuff coming out. But what's next as far as Kid Kwest goes, man? What's your like? What are you looking forward to, man?
Man, I'm just looking forward to this Deadlink shit, man.
Yeah.
And that's really like, it's just, we got merch coming. You know what I mean? I've got designs that I've been sitting on, man. Like that's what's crazy. Like I don't consider myself like a clothing designer, but it's like I'm a creative person, and but I've been sitting on so much shit. But because Deadlink is something that it's been in the works for a while. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, and it's.
Do you think that you're gonna, Like, what's making it for you? Like, what's you
I'm
want?
gonna be real, bro. Like, I don't want to say like I'm comfortable. Like, I want to make more money. I want to do more things. I want to reach more people. But it's almost like my goals are not to like get signed and to be a XXL first. That's really not my goals.
Really?
It's really not, bro. So it's almost like I'm almost like where I want to be. Like where like people are like I feel like I'm official. I'm an official artist. Like I feel like people are like waiting to get stamped. They're like waiting.
Man.
It's like fuck that, bro. I got the I'm doing like you know what I mean? Like I'm already where I want to be. I'm working with who I want to work with. I can do whatever I want to do. Like, but I want to do more, for sure.
Thanks for coming by, man. I think it's been cool. I feel like we could talk about some other things. But
now this is cool, and it's cool because you know we've been running into each other for some years now, but I feel like we never really
for sure.
talked.
And I super respect me. I respect the way you move. I respect.
Yeah.
You know, I could tell that you care about the community. You care about people.
Damn.
You care about people, and
likewise,
and
bro.
the music
I see
industry.
you be on the same.
Hey, thank you. And you know, the music industry, it seems like that there's a lack of that. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that it seems like you care about people. You don't want to like screw people over, and the way you deal with people is dope.
Not.
So I think we got to do like some sort of show, or like you know, you put together like whoever.
We can do some big things, man,
bro.
Because we got similar interests. You know what I mean? And that's just helping the community grow and just giving people a platform to just show people what's going on here. Yeah, there's a lot of cool shit going on here.
There's a lot of dope stuff.
And I'm glad you're covering it on the level you are, man.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And you helped me out a lot because even just having me on that list, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, bro. Oh shit, we gotta talk about the list before we get out of here.
Oh my god.
What the
man.
fuck? Tell me. All right. Before we get out of here, what's up with the? All right.
I need a lighter, bro.
Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot to talk about that shit.
Man.
What did you think of the list, bro? Like when it first came out, were you like, yo, I should be higher? Were you just surprised that you were on it?
Nah,
Like,
bro. I was just happy I was on it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, appreciate you and Bugsy and like Mouth. You know, all the people that was rooting for me, because I know there was some people that was not.
bro.
They was trying to move my ass down, man.
I think we fought for your ass to keep your ass.
Oh my god, man. People was mad. But it was just cool because even if people were mad, bro, it was more people knowing, recognizing my name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm seeing that I'm out here like that. I just appreciated that.
Yeah, you work fucking hard, bro.
You know what I mean?
For sure. And you put out good shit, man.
And I was just happy I was on there, you know what I mean? It's just cool someone's doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then people care.
People care.
People care.
People definitely care.
You know,
Goddamn.
That's what really matters.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I feel like you know, who not better than me. I feel like I'm pretty diplomatic in my way I move. But that was hard, bro. People were coming at me, bro. That whole goddamn 2-3 weeks of that shit. But you were someone that was super supportive, even though people were like.
I mean, yeah, my list would have been different too. But at the end of the day, man, that's
my list was different right after we did it. I was like,
yeah,
my list would have been different, you know. Thanks. So, but it was actually all of our lists put together, right?
Thanks.
So it was like, this is really no one's list. This is all, you know, all of our lists,
right?
So but I think what that did, in part, was kick off something for this new year because everyone. I feel like niggas is working, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody is like,
people
okay,
are trying to be on that next one, bro.
So now this next one, I'm like, I don't even know. Now,
I'm gonna be on that next one though.
Hey,
and not just because I was on that last one, but I'm gonna put in that work. And the rest of Deadlink's coming too, bro. The goal is for Deadlink to be so deep and so dope that by like 2020 we're all 10 slots.
All 10. Hey, that'd be. This is the Deadlink list.
Fuck it. It's just our roster.
Bro, that's fire, bro. But dude, thanks for coming by, man. I can't wait to see
Thank you, man.
What Deadlink does, what y'all do in 2018 and shit. But yeah, we'll make some dope stuff happen, bro. But I'm excited for you, bro.
Oh yeah, shouts to Pro for the shirt.
Hey.
Follow Pro Art. You know what I mean?
Where can people find you and then Deadlink on?
Deadlink, click on all shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Deadlink.
Y'all better know how to spell all those words. I'm sorry, but
it's with a Q. Click. It's with a Q.
Yeah, that's how you spell click. Yeah, not click like click.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's kind of like a double entendre because, like, you know, a dead link You know, the click.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Click.
So,
but
shit. Yeah.
You just fucking me up, bro. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching Curate Podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe.